Hi, and welcome to English-Fabule. Are you learning English? Great. Let's learn English with a very interesting story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get started.
Sylvester Stallone, often called Sly, is a very famous actor, writer, and filmmaker from Hollywood. He is known around the world for his movies. Many people see him as a true legend of action films. His life story is very inspiring. It is the story of an underdog, someone who starts with many disadvantages but works extremely hard and fights to win. He rose from difficult beginnings to become a major movie star and action hero. Sly Stallone is most famous for creating and playing two iconic movie characters. The first is Rocky Balboa. Rocky is a boxer who comes from nothing but gets a chance to fight for the heavyweight title. The Rocky movies tell a powerful story about believing in yourself, having courage, and never giving up, even when the odds are against you. Rocky became a global symbol of hope, showing that anyone can chase their dream. The second famous character is John Rambo. Rambo is a skilled soldier who often faces difficult situations alone. These action-packed roles made Sylvester Stallone one of the biggest stars of the 1980s and beyond. His journey to this level of fame and success was not easy at all. When he started, he had big dreams of acting and writing movies. But he faced many hard struggles and rejections. There were times of great difficulty and uncertainty. He needed immense determination and inner strength, what we call grit. His story is a testament to his strong will and ability to overcome problems. Through years of persistence and hard work, his efforts led to great triumph and glory. He became one of the most recognized and successful figures in Hollywood. Sylvester Stallone's work, especially the Rocky and Rambo films, had a significant impact on movies and popular culture. They helped shape the idea of the action hero and created characters that are still loved and remembered by fans today. He is more than just an actor. He has also written and directed many of his own films. This first chapter gives you an introduction to this important figure in Hollywood history. His journey from an unknown person with a bold dream to a worldwide action legend is truly remarkable. It is a story of perseverance and believing in your own potential. 2. Young Sly. Sylvester Gardanzio Stallone was born on July 6, 1946, in New York City's Hell's Kitchen area. His father, Francesco Stallone Sr., was an immigrant from Italy. He worked as a hairdresser and was also a polo player. His mother, Jacqueline Stallone, was from Washington, D.C., and was known as an astrologer and for promoting women's wrestling. Sylvester had a younger brother named Frank, who later became a musician and actor. A problem happened during Sylvester's birth. Doctors used tools called forceps, and this accidentally cut a nerve. This nerve damage affected the lower left side of his face, including parts of his lip, tongue, and chin. This caused a slight paralysis, which gave him his famous look and way of speaking, often described as a slur. This was a permanent mark from his beginning. Growing up with this physical difference was not easy. Sylvester was sometimes made fun of by other children and was bullied. To cope with these difficulties and feel stronger,
he turned to physical activities like bodybuilding. He also discovered a love for acting and performing. These became important ways for him to build confidence and find his place. His childhood involved moving and family changes. As a baby, he spent time in foster and boarding care. At age 5, he moved back with his family to Maryland. In the early 1950s, they moved to Washington, D.C. His parents divorced when he was 11, and he lived with his father for a while before moving to Philadelphia at age 15 to live with his mother. School was a challenging experience. He attended several schools, including a military academy. It seems he didn't always fit in. At one school, classmates voted him most likely to end up in the electric chair. A school counselor gave discouraging advice to his mother, suggesting Sylvester was only suited for simple jobs like operating an elevator. But young Sly ignored this. He felt a strong pull towards acting and writing stories for movies. He studied drama at college, first at Miami-Dade College, then the American College of Switzerland, and finally at the University of Miami. He didn't finish his degree at that time, but his passion was clear. Despite facing physical challenges, bullying, and doubts from others, Sylvester was determined to pursue his dream. His early life showed his strong will to overcome obstacles. 3. Early acting days. Sylvester moved to New York City in 1969 with a dream to act. But for a number of years, life was difficult. He struggled to find acting work. He needed money badly, so he took different kinds of jobs. He cleaned cages at a zoo. He worked as an usher at a cinema, but he lost the job because he sold extra tickets. He had very little money and sometimes had nowhere to sleep. He even slept at a bus station for 3 weeks. During this tough time, he also spent hours in the library, reading and improving his writing skills. His first steps in acting were very small. He got tiny roles in movies, often not even speaking. He was just in the background. You might see him for a moment in films like MASH, Pigeons, or Woody Allen's Bananas. He tried hard to get bigger parts, but it was very difficult. He auditioned for a small part as an extra in the famous movie The Godfather, but did not get it. In 1970, he needed money so badly that he took a role in a low-budget movie called The Party at Kitty and Studs. It was a type of adult film. He was paid only $200 for 2 days of work. He did this movie because he was desperate. He said he had no money and nowhere to live. He felt it was the only way to survive. He later said it was either do that movie or rob someone. When he became famous years later, this film was shown again with a new name, Italian Stallion. This new name came from his nickname in the movie Rocky. He kept trying and slowly got slightly bigger parts. He got a role in a play, and an agent saw him. This helped him get a part in the movie The Lords of Flatbush. Filming for this movie took a long time, from 1972 to 1974, because of money problems. This was one of his first important roles where he had real lines and screen time. He also had other small roles, like being chased by Jack Lemmon in The Prisoner of Second Avenue, and guest appearances on TV shows like Police Story and Kojak. In 1975, he had supporting parts in films like Farewell, My Lovely and Capone. Despite all the hard times and small parts, Sylvester Stallone never gave up on his dream of becoming an actor. He kept working, learning, and waiting for his chance. His early years in New York were a time of struggle and determination. 4. Rocky changes everything. Sylvester Stallone found the big idea for his movie after seeing a special boxing match on March 24, 1975. He watched a fighter who was not very famous, Chuck Wepner, go many rounds against the heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali. Wepner fought with great courage, even knocking Ali down once. This inspired Stallone. He saw a story about a normal person getting one big chance. Stallone felt a strong need to write this story. He went home and worked quickly. In just 3 days, he finished the first version of the script, which he called Rocky.
He did not just want to sell the script. He strongly wanted to play the main character, Rocky Balboa himself. This was a problem because he was not a well-known actor at that time. Many people in Hollywood liked the script. 2 producers, Irwin Winkler and Robert Chartoff, were very interested. They offered Stallone $350,000 for the rights. This was a large amount for Stallone, who was struggling. But they wanted a more famous actor for the role of Rocky, thinking of names like Robert Redford or Burt Reynolds. Stallone refused to sell the script unless he played Rocky. He felt connected to the character and believed he was the only one who could bring Rocky to life. This was a big risk. He could have taken the money, but his dream was to act in his own story. After much discussion and negotiation, the producers finally agreed to let him star, but they cut the movie's budget significantly. Rocky was made for only about $1 million. When the movie Rocky was released in 1976, it was a huge surprise success. The story of the Philadelphia club fighter getting a chance to fight for the world title resonated with audiences everywhere. It was a hit with both viewers and movie critics. People loved Rocky's spirit and fight. Roger Ebert, an important film critic, praised Stallone's performance. Then came the award season. At the Academy Awards in 1977, Rocky received 10 nominations. This was incredible for a small film. Sylvester Stallone made history that night. He was nominated for Best Actor for his performance and for Best Original Screenplay for his writing. He was only the 3rd person ever to receive nominations in both categories for the same film, after Charlie Chaplin and Orson Welles. The movie itself won 3 major Academy Awards: Best Picture, Best Directing, and Best Film Editing. This moment changed everything for Sylvester Stallone. He became a famous movie star right away. His name was known around the world. Rocky was seen as a powerful story of hope and never giving up. It became an American classic. The famous run up the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art became an iconic moment, and the steps are now often called the Rocky Steps. A statue of the character Rocky Balboa stands near the museum as a reminder of the film's impact. Some movie items are in the Smithsonian Museum. Stallone himself was later put into the International Boxing Hall of Fame for his connection to the sport through Rocky.
Rocky was the movie that opened the door to all his future success. 5. Action star. After Rocky was a big success, Sylvester Stallone made more movies. He did not only act, he also wrote and directed. He directed a movie called Paradise Alley in 1978. Then he directed Rocky II, which was also very popular. Soon he created another very famous movie character. His name was John Rambo. Rambo was a soldier who had problems after the war. The first Rambo movie was called First Blood, made in 1982. People liked Rambo too, so Sly made more Rambo films. He continued the Rocky story as well. He wrote, directed, and starred in Rocky II, Rocky III, and Rocky IV. These movies were also big hits. For these action roles, Sylvester Stallone trained his body very hard. He wanted to look strong and real for the parts of a boxer and a soldier. He trained 6 days a week to be in top shape. In the 1980s, Sylvester Stallone became one of the biggest action movie stars in the world. He made many films where he did exciting and dangerous things. Movies like Cobra, Tango and Cash, Cliffhanger, and Demolition Man showed him as a tough hero. These movies were very popular with people who loved action. He was so famous that he got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1984. People around the world knew his name. During this time, he was often compared to another big action star, Arnold Schwarzenegger. They were seen as rivals in Hollywood. They made many action films at the same time and were both very successful. Stallone was a major force in action movies for many years, starting with the big success of Rocky and Rambo. 6. Ups and downs. After becoming a big star with Rocky and Rambo, Sylvester Stallone's career continued with many films. He experienced times of great success and times when his movies were not as popular. In the 1980s, he stayed at the top of the action movie world. He starred in highly successful sequels like Rocky IV and Rambo: First Blood Part 2. These movies were huge global hits and made a lot of money, cementing his place as an action hero. He also made other action films, including Cobra in 1986 and Tango and Cash in 1989. These movies continued to feature him in strong physical roles. However, the start of the 1990s brought some challenges. Rocky V was released in 1990, but it was seen as a disappointment compared to the earlier films in the series. It did not perform well at the box office and received negative reviews from many people. Stallone also attempted different movie genres, like comedy. He starred in films such as Oscar in 1991 and Stop or My Mom Will Shoot in 1992. These attempts to make comedies were largely unsuccessful with critics and audiences alike. Despite these setbacks, Stallone made a strong comeback in the middle of the 1990s. In 1993, he starred in the action thriller Cliffhanger, which was a major success both in the United States and internationally. The same year, he appeared in the futuristic action film Demolition Man, which was also a hit movie. He followed this success with The Specialist in 1994, another film that did well commercially. In 1997, Stallone chose a role that was very different for him in the drama Copland. He played an out-of-shape sheriff, a role far from his action image. His performance in Copland was praised by critics, showing his ability as a serious actor. Yet, the beginning of the 2000s brought another period of difficulty. Several of his films were not popular or successful. Movies like the thriller Get Carter in 2000 and the action film Driven in 2001 did poorly. Other movies, such as Avenging Angelo and Detox, both released in 2002, also did not find a large audience. This time was considered a downturn in his career hits. But he had a small role as a villain in the highly successful family action film Spy Kids 3D Game Over in 2003. Even with these ups and downs, Sylvester Stallone continued his journey in the movie business. 7. Still fighting. After some quieter years, Sylvester Stallone came back strong. In 2006, he returned to his most famous character, Rocky Balboa, in a new movie called Rocky Balboa. Many people liked this film, saying it was a fitting end to Rocky's story. It was a success at the box office, showing that fans still loved the character. This movie surprised many people because Rocky V in the 90s was not very popular. 2 years later, in 2008, Stallone brought back another famous character, John Rambo, in a movie simply called Rambo. This film continued Rambo's adventures and was also popular with people who love action movies. Then, Stallone had a new idea for a film series. He wanted to make a movie with many famous action stars, from the past and present, like Jason Statham and Jet Li. This became The Expendables, released in 2010. It was a big hit and led to a successful series of films. He starred in it and directed the first movie.
He made more Expendables movies, including The Expendables 2 and The Expendables 3, continuing the action with a team of heroes. He returned for Expendables in 2023. In 2015, Stallone did something special and emotional for fans. He returned to the world of Rocky Balboa again, but this time in a movie called Creed. He played an older Rocky who is now retired from boxing and helps a young fighter, Adonis Creed. Adonis is the son of Rocky's old friend and rival, Apollo Creed. People praised Stallone's performance in Creed a lot. He won a Golden Globe Award and got an Oscar nomination for his role as the supportive mentor. This was a big moment, showing he was not just an action star, but also a talented dramatic actor. He continued this popular story in Creed II in 2018. Stallone also took on different roles outside his main series. He appeared in the popular Marvel movies Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in 2017 and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in 2023. He also starred in the Escape Plan action films with other actors. In 2022, he played a different kind of hero in the movie Samaritan. His career moved to television too, starting new chapters.
In 2022, he starred in the TV series Tulsa King on Paramount Plus, playing a mafia boss sent to start a new criminal operation. This was his first main role in a television show. In 2023, he and his family started a reality show called The Family Stallone, showing their life together. Even after many years in Hollywood, Sylvester Stallone keeps working on new projects. He is still active and making movies and shows. He has films like Demolition Man 2 planned and is working on other ideas through his company Balboa Productions. In 2025, he received a new role outside of acting. He was chosen by the current President of the United States, Donald Trump, to be a special ambassador to Hollywood, along with other well-known actors. This new role shows he is still a famous and important person in the film world and beyond. Sylvester Stallone's career is a long story of fighting. He faced tough times, but he always got up, just like Rocky. He keeps making movies and finding new ways to share his talent with the world. He is still fighting in his career, always looking for new challenges and roles. His story shows you can stay strong and important for a long time in a tough business like movies.
His life and legacy. Sylvester Stallone's life has been full, both on and off screen. He has been married 3 times. His first wife was Sasha Chak. They had 2 sons. The first son, Sage, sadly died in 2012 when he was 36 years old. Their second son, Sergio, was diagnosed with autism when he was young. Sylvester and Sasha divorced after about 10 years of marriage. Later, Sylvester married the actress Brigitte Nielsen. This marriage was short, lasting about 2 years, and was much discussed in the news. His third wife is Jennifer Flavin. They have 3 daughters, Sophia, Sistine, and Scarlett. His daughters have worked with him sometimes and were even chosen as Golden Globe ambassadors one year. Sylvester and Jennifer faced a difficult time in 2022, but decided to stay together. Sylvester is close to his younger brother, Frank Stallone, who is a musician and actor. Frank has often worked on music for Sylvester's movies and has appeared in some of them, including the Rocky films. Being an action star meant doing many dangerous things. Sylvester was known for doing many of his own stunts. This caused him many injuries over the years. He broke a finger playing soccer for a film and needed a metal plate put in his neck after a fight scene in one of the Expendables movies. He even spent 4 days in intensive care after taking a hard punch to the chest while filming Rocky IV. Like many public figures, he also faced some challenges in his life, including some legal problems. He had an issue related to possessing a substance in Australia and had to go to court. He also faced accusations which he strongly denied, and the cases were closed. In his personal beliefs, Sylvester Stallone has talked about his faith. He was raised Catholic and returned to his faith more strongly later in life, especially after his daughter was ill. He has said he believes in putting things in God's hands. He has also shared his political views over time. He has supported some Republican politicians, but has also given money to Democrats. He believes in stricter gun control laws.
In 2023, he met with Pope Francis at the Vatican. After President Donald Trump won the election in 2024, Stallone attended an event and spoke positively about the president. In January 2025, it was announced that he would serve in a new role as a special ambassador to Hollywood for President Trump, alongside other actors. Sylvester Stallone will be remembered as a huge movie icon. He helped create the modern action hero.
His famous characters, like Rocky and Rambo, touched many people around the world. He has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and was even put into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2010 because of his Rocky character. He has won several important awards, like a Golden Globe Award in 2016 for his role in the film Creed. His determination and strong characters have left a lasting mark on film history and his many fans. What is your favorite movie character created by Sylvester Stallone? Share your thoughts below.
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.